From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing first play is Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 53 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Richardson going to move him around. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the 1st down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now they'll change things up. From the shotgun, Richardson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Richardson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 32 yards. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert now. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 60 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Off play action, Richardson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
And this is Cook with the grab.
Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
James Cook, 70 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Richardson to throw off play action.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Was that a receiver?
Yeah, actually it was. There was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now Richardson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Herbert changing things up. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams. Because
he's got him in, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Michael Pittman, touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Donald Parham
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Richardson out of the shotgun.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Richardson working from the gun.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call.
as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, 1 behind the all-time record of 5. The extra point try now from Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Cook again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Richardson off the play fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's third and a few inches. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes
eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Herbert. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. In motion, the tight end. Richardson now throwing to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Give to Cook out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Richardson on the bootleg here. This will be caught at about the 5. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Second and a couple. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. They'll roll him out, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Cook, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. DeForest Buckner drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. Richardson to throw off play action. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Richardson on the move to his left. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the reception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Getting the ball is Cook running left. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. James Cook, 30 yards. And the Colts continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One
of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete.
The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To the air again, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Ladd McConkey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Richardson working from the gun. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.